So Tom, we're here with one of the IRVs, the emergency response vehicle.
Right.
And tell me about your history with the IRV. How long have you been driving one, and what can you tell us?
Well, Ann and I, my partner, have been IRV drivers as a team since Katrina. We started with Katrina back in 2005 and have been, this might be probably close to our 10th national deployment
Nice.
that we're heading out on now. And we go wherever we're assigned, and we really prefer being IRV drivers because it puts us in direct contact with our clients on a day-to-day basis. And that's of course why we're here in the first place, is to serve our clients in all the different areas that the Red Cross offers. Well, we enjoy being out in the community, out in the affected areas, and then helping them adjust to, you know, post-disaster life.
Sure. Excellent. That sounds great. Let's maybe do a little walk and talk as we go around, and you can tell us some of the points that you've learned and some of the maybe stories you have about driving an IRV, and give us the lowdown and the straight from the expert himself.
Well, you can see an IRV is an emergency response vehicle. It's multi-purpose. We've used it from like we're heading out now on Hurricane Harvey, which is expected to hit tomorrow night or Saturday morning. And we could start out, since it's going to be serious flooding and flood damage, and people who've been, I now understand there's a mandatory evacuation now along part of the South Texas coast. So we could be serving them once they're allowed to come back into their neighborhood by delivering it. We use it for bulk distribution. We will serve our clients by giving them personal hygiene kits. We'll give them cleanup kits to help them clean up whatever they're facing when they return to their home. And then we also, because most of them who are out of their homes or just coming back are probably without utilities, or there's a good chance, but they're definitely without food. So we serve routinely two meals a day. We will go out and serve. We'd be assigned a certain neighborhood, maybe 100 homes, 100 families to serve, maybe more, it just depends on the demand.
Yep.
And we'll go out and serve them lunch and then return later in the day and serve them dinner. We talk to them, we find out from them exactly what their needs are, and then bring them back to the office, let our supervisors know, so maybe we can help them even better the next day.
Okay.
And that's why we're there.
Yep.
We can also use it to deliver just water. It just depends. There's a lot of room in this. It looks like an ambulance, but it's not. It's not outfitted for medical care or as a medical facility. But we serve hot meals, cold meals out of the IRV in these what are called Cambros. We can use this, and we've done it before, as an office, a mobile office, where we'll meet with the families, and if we're filling out certain forms and paperwork, it can be a mobile office. It's really all-purpose. Whatever the needs are, we try to serve them with this. There is on the side, you can see a serving window, and oftentimes, almost every DR we've been on, members of the community will approach us and ask how they can help. You know, they will help get the people, keep them in line. So it's usually just Ann and I working in here and serving the people, serving our clients. So it's for whatever purpose we can meet to help our clients through the disaster and post-disaster time, which can go for weeks. As you know, it can go for months. It just depends on the nature and the strength of the disaster.
Is it hard to drive an IRV?
No, it's not hard. Look at me, I'm not a big guy like you. No, it's not hard at all. You take the classes, you do whatever the required number of hours are of behind the wheel and with an instructor as far as the training. There's a video, there's study materials. It's not hard.
Yep.
The brief answer to that is not. And of course, the more you do it, the more you learn about your emergency response vehicle, how it responds, you know, the close spaces. Probably the more challenging for some people is learning how to back up within close confines. So, but it's not difficult. Like
and
anything
you
else,
probably get a lot
practice.
of positive responses and people waving at you, I bet.
Well, sure, because if you look at the side of this, the IRV is our, you know, the American Red Cross moving billboard. It's visible everywhere. People look for it. We've never gone on a disaster response, a DR, without being flagged down or approached. As soon as we park, people will follow us into a parking lot because they have questions. Where can I get this? Where can I get that? Can you help me in this area? You know, can you get me oxygen? I mean, whatever their needs are, this is a moving billboard. So we're there to help in every way we can.
Nice, nice. Let's take a walk up to the front.
Sure. You can see on the side here the serving window we open, and we hand them there what we usually serve in clam shells because it'll hold hot or cold. They'll come right up to the window, we serve them, and then we see them, we tell them we'll be back at a certain time to provide dinner, or we usually tell them we don't expect us in the morning for breakfast. We usually offer breakfast, but that's at a set location, a fixed location. But the mobile, when we drive the neighborhoods, it's usually lunch and dinner.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's really
Just like a Chevy van or a Ford van. Nothing crazy. Pretty standard. Easy to drive.
Yep, very easy. It's all automatic, and the latest additions of these are even better. I mean, we're set up. They all have Garmin, GPS, air. They're as comfortable as a truck can be. Let's put it that way.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Tom. That's been a great description. I know it's, like you said, driving an ERV gets you out with the people that need it the most, good contact with people, and
Exactly.
I can see why you like it. I can see why you're good at it.
And it's the response we get from our clients that really keeps us doing this from disaster to disaster. We've met great people all over the country, and even in areas where, like, when we went to Katrina, we had never been to the South before. Because of hurricane season, we're back there often now. It seems like at least once a year. This time of year up into maybe November.
Yeah.
And it's the people and the way they thank you, the hugs, the kids that draw. If you are assigned to a neighborhood and we're there for 3 weeks, you get to know the people. You're meeting them twice a day. So you get to know the families, you get to know the kids. And when we tell them when we're leaving, okay, tomorrow's our last day. There may be another team coming in behind us. Unless we're closing down the operation and they don't need us anymore. And the kids will meet us the next day when we're serving them lunch or dinner, and they'll want to hug, they'll want to say thanks, they'll draw pictures for us of like Anne serving out of the window. It's really cute. It's heartwarming.
Yeah, it's great.
And that's what fuels us. That's what keeps us going, in this relief effort.
Great. Tom, thank you.
You're welcome.
On behalf of everybody at the Red Cross,
You're
thank
welcome.
you for
Thanks.
all the deployments, and
Cassidy,
especially
good to
this
meet you.
one.
Nice
And
to meet you as well.
have a safe deployment.
Oh, thanks.
Update us along the trail.
Yeah, I'm sure Anne will. She does all the techie stuff. I just drive.